What is up, my friends? So let's talk about 8th Grade. 8th Grade is a movie that I just recently got the chance to go see about 2 days ago. I was going to make a video, but then I got caught up with other things and other videos and stuff like that. So I'm here to do it now. So I don't know really how much I can make a video explaining 8th Grade because there is nothing like intense that happens, or well, there is some intense moments in this movie and some actually suspenseful moments. I'll get to that in a bit, but there's nothing like a big twist that comes around and takes you by surprise. It's basically your 8th grade year, and I just want to say that Bo Burnham is 27 years old and he directed this movie, and I think that's says something. I think this is a really great, I'm not sure if it's his first feature. It might be his first feature, but I think he's done some other short stuff and stuff on YouTube. But I think the guy is pretty funny. And for him to go into the realm of 8th grade, I think that was a very interesting aspect of it. And for him to actually try to convey this story of an 8th grade girl onto the big screen was really great in his part, because I think in an interview he said, I think they asked him why wasn't it a boy since he's a man, and why wasn't it his experiences stuff in 8th grade, and he went on to say that girls have it harder and tougher growing up, and I totally agree with that. I think that they definitely do. Not to say that men and boys don't have tough times, but I think that standards and expectations that girls are put up against is definitely something that is more challenging towards them than it is for young men, boys, and men. But anyways, less about that. We can talk about that in another video, but let's just talk about the movie 8th grade. So the movie basically deals with a girl who's transitioning from 8th grade into high school, and basically her dealing with all of the things that come with it, with having a crush, learning about herself, trying to deal with girls at her school that are meaner to her, and also her relationship with her dad that is kind of, at the point where we start the movie, there is no relationship pretty much. But she is basically dealing with all of these things and just trying to find herself. And on the other side of things, she is a YouTuber. So salute to all the YouTubers there. But I found it really interesting that Bo Burnham was able to bring this story to life. You know how there's always like stereotypical teenage characters out there? No, this actually felt like genuine teenage characters, and I thought that was pretty interesting of him to do. Watching this movie, I was like, I've known people in my life like this, like what I see. And then I think him also incorporating social media, memes and all of that don't feel played out, or don't feel like they were just forced in there. They actually made sense, was also pretty awesome in his part. So the movie basically deals, like I said, she's going from 8th grade to high school. We see her go to the Mean Girls pool party. She doesn't feel like she belongs there, but she is there because she's forced to go pretty much. But there she sees this boy that she likes, and that she's been seeing him at school and whatnot. And then she meets another boy who we'll get back to into a little later in the film, who she's not that fond of as of now in the beginning, but we see her later on develop more a relationship afterwards. But I think that the interesting thing about this movie as it goes on is that we see her shadow a high schooler. She starts hanging out with this high schooler girl, and she seems pretty cool and whatnot, but then one of her friends, who is actually seen in another movie, Alex Strangelove, and I think he plays some really weird characters, and in this one he definitely plays a big creep. He tries to pressure her to do stuff she doesn't want to do, but ultimately she realizes that it's wrong and whatnot, and she backs away from that situation. We see her start to come to terms with her growing up and whatnot, and she and her father actually have a heart-to-heart, which I thought was pretty touching, and many people in the theater did as well. I didn't see myself moving to tears as many people did, but I did like feel how much of a heart-to-heart this really was, and I thought that was really great on the director's part. In the end, we do see that she does figure out who she is and who she will become, and not to really worry about that, and just like start living and whatnot, and really getting to know herself a lot more before she puts all of these pressures that society can put on her, or even her own classmates. And we see her at the end just have a good chicken nugget dinner with the kid that we saw at the pool party. And let me tell you, this kid is hilarious. The moment he started on this scene, everybody was just laughing, and nobody stopped till the scene ended. I think that he definitely needs to be in more movies. But anyways, I think that the movie is great. I think that it really was able to encompass what growing up is for all of us. Even though it's in the perspective of this girl, I think that we can all take different aspects of it and realize that these are things that we still may struggle with about the future and wanting better for ourselves in the future before we actually get to work on ourselves today is the big problem. So I think that was pretty interesting that the movie tackled. But yeah, overall, I think Bo Burnham, for his first directorial debut and a feature-length film, has done an amazing job with this film, and I definitely recommend seeing it. Now, I'm not too sure I would say you should definitely go run to the theater to see it. I could definitely see myself, if I hadn't been to a screening for it and I was having to choose, I'd definitely check it at a matinee price or wait for it to come out on Redbox. So that's just my opinion on it. There's nothing like, because I always say when you gotta go see a movie in theaters, it's because you're gonna get that theater experience of a big explosion, CGI, all of this good stuff. Bo Burnham's 8th Grade doesn't have any of that. It has a lot of heart though, so I definitely recommend seeing it in theaters because of that, to support the movie, but at a matinee price. I wouldn't flesh out a full $10, $12 on this movie. But you let me know your thoughts below. Maybe you liked it a lot more than I did, maybe you hated it more than I did. I like to know what you think. Did you enjoy Bo Burnham's 8th Grade? Let me know in the comments below. So in one of the marketings for the movie, they actually asked different people who have worked with A24 about what were their songs growing up in 8th grade that really impacted their lives. So I guess the question I'm going to leave you with is, let me know which song impacted 8th grade or that transition from that to high school and whatnot in your life. But I'll leave a link below so you can check out what some of the people from A24 said. But I think if I were to really say what song that was for me, I definitely say it was 3 6 Mafia's Stay Fly. But anyways, that's just going to do it for me. As always, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel below to get more on stuff you love about movies. I have a couple of movies coming out. I have a couple of videos coming out, and I already did a lot on San Diego Comic-Con. We did a Shazam trailer reaction, we did an Aquaman trailer reaction, Godzilla trailer reaction. I might have some videos coming out on those, some theories and stuff like that. But I also have some videos coming out on Unfriended as well. Overall, I do enjoy the movie. I strongly recommend checking it out. And if you haven't already and you watched this video, I don't know why you would. But anyways, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Are you did you enjoy this movie? Did you not? What did you love or what did you not? I will definitely be doing more different things on the channel now. We've just reached 5,000 subscribers, so get ready for a new rebranding and a lot of stuff to come. Make sure you follow me on social media. I'll be doing more stuff on there as well. So as always, that's going to do it for me. I'll see you next time. Stay positive.